Hey y'all, welcome back. My lighting right now is really bad. I've moved my phone around a couple times. It's getting dark and it just kind of is what it is. So I apologize in advance. I'll try to fix it in editing, but who knows what I'm going to look like. But I wanted to talk to you guys about aging. So I'm getting older. I am 40. I'll be I'm gonna be 44 next year, so I'm 43. And I feel younger than my age, I guess, so to speak, but my body is not in agreement or in alignment at all times. But yeah, I'm just getting older. This kind of is what it is. But more for aging, because we're all gonna age, but we all don't necessarily gray. So that's what I want to talk about today. I want to start with discussing my younger years. So in my younger years, so probably about like 20, I thought salt and pepper and graying was beautiful. I could not wait to gray. If I found like one gray hair, I was just trying to show it off. I was like, oh my God, I just cannot wait to gray. I don't know, looking back on it, I think it represented a place where I thought I would be or a place where I thought I needed to be. And quite honestly, I'm extremely ambitious, so I've always been a chaser, and I'm always chasing something. And so, which is good and bad. It's good because you have that ambition, you set goals, you're very disciplined, you excel and exceed, and most times you actually reach those things. The bad is that at sometimes it takes away from you from the enjoyment of life, and so I struggle with that now. 40 kids are pretty much getting ready to be out of my house. Not that I'm rushing them at all or whatnot, but just looking back, you're like, dang, man, I think I kind of missed out on a lot of things. But you know what? It's just part of life. It's part of learning. And my prayer, my hope is that this channel helps, someone that's going through this now, where they don't, rush this phase in life without going through the enjoyment or enjoying their stages in life. Because I can honestly say, child was like sleep existing. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that movie Click with Adam Sandler. Recommend it. It used to be my favorite movie, and no one in this household could understand why. But I felt like that was me. I was attempting to fast forward my life to get to where I thought I needed to be in order for there to be any type of enjoyment. And the failure in that is that I missed out on a lot. And also, the regret is my oldest son is almost just like me. And I'm like, smell the flowers, child. Stop and smell the flowers. Celebrate the small wins. It's gonna mean something. He's better than I am at his age, but he's still he's my atypical child. And so I really do hope that he learns just to kind of slow down. You don't have to slow your ambition down. You don't have to slow your goals down, but just slow down and really, really take in and enjoy life. Anyway, back to my story. So I think in my younger years, graying represented a phase or a stage in my life that I couldn't wait to get there. Now that I'm in my 40s or over 40, and there, well, hold on. I don't think you're ever really, for atypical ambition personality such as myself. We're never there, okay? We are never sitting back like, oh, yeah, got there, made it, accomplished, check. It's always the next thing and the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. And it never slows down. And it's completely okay. I'm learning to accept myself, and I'm not going to change. I love my ambition, and I love my growth. I love my change. And so I'm not going to change that part of myself. What I'm striving to change is the phases of it. I'm always like, why I'm not there yet? I've done everything. I've put everything in order. I've done A, B, C. I have worked this in chronological order. Why have I not reached success yet? Somebody need to tell me, okay? It is what it is. You have to enjoy the phases and stages, okay? And so now that I'm actually in my 40s and somewhat comfortable, because I work really, really hard for my money, and I do want to get to the phase in my life where my money's working really hard for me, where I'm just kind of not just sitting back, because I don't have that type of personality, but where there's growth financially and economically behind what I'm doing, okay? And I really do want to get to a point in my life where I'm not working for anyone. I have a 9-to-5. Well, it's really not. You can't be 9 to 5 in leadership, but I do have a full-time job. I love my job. I love what I do. But I'm at the phase now where it's like, dang, I actually losing money because I'm working this hard for somebody for a check that is bi-weekly when I could be getting so much more, quite honestly. Not saying that I, want to lose my job or anything like that. That's definitely not where I'm going with this. But you start thinking about those things. That's it. Back to graying. I'm not going to take my hat off. All you see is my little acne, because I'm about to start my cycle, and she be bringing in acne, bloating. She brings in all these things with her, and she's very disrespectful, my monthly cycle, but it is what it is. So I don't think you can really see. I am, like I said, I'm not going to take my hat off, because at one point I had shaved the sides. I shaved the sides for two things. I shaved because I like the style, and I just wanted to shave my sides, and it was both sides. So I had like a little mohawk, I had my hair flowing or whatever, or I would wear it like in a high bun, because I'm natural, and then my sides were shaved off. So I'm growing those out, and scary, I know, so we're not gonna show them sides. But there is so much gray happening, and I am struggling because I love gray and salt and pepper on other people. I'm struggling with it on myself, and I'm not sure why. And my struggle is really, really deep, y'all. Like, I'm like, should I dye my hair? Because I'm working through it, it has caused a little bit of like self-angst a little bit, where I feel like I don't look the same, not as attractive. I mean, you just kind of go through all of these feelings and emotions that it takes you through. And one of those things is like, dang, do I have one foot in the grave, one foot on a banana peel? Like, I feel real good right now. I ain't ready to be that old. So that could be a little bit of it too, but yeah, I'm just struggling. I'm really, really struggling with my gray hair. My mom she grayed early too. But she looks stunning with her gray hair. I don't feel so stunning right now. I feel like it makes me look older than what I am. And I'm not ready for that, but I don't want to dye my hair either. I have dyed my hair in the past, and it just causes a lot of damage, and I don't want to do that anymore. So I'm like trying to accept, you know, how I'm aging and the process of that, and just not making any changes to it. But it's a struggle. I'm not gonna lie. It's a struggle, and I'm working through it. You know, so if you guys have advice on like how you've kind of gotten yourself through that struggle, please let me know. I really am on a self-love kind of, you know, campaign. And we'll talk a little bit about my backstory of where, you know, all of that kind of stemmed from. But I'm on that campaign, and within that campaign is just completely loving myself, fully, without exception. And so in that, you know, you really do have to, you can say the words, and the words aren't hard to say. The actual commitment that you have to yourself, that's the work. That's the work. That's every day waking up and saying, you know what, girl, okay. Yes, honey. You know, like I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to get where, you know, not cocky, but very, very confident, not only in my looks, in my overall ability, what God has created me to do on this earth, which I feel is very deep and evolving as well. And so one of those things is just like kind of learning how to accept my gray. When my sides completely grow out, right now it's like a struggle ponytail, because my hair is pretty long, but my sides are still short. So it'd be struggling to get, you know, pulled back in that ponytail. But I got a little bit of hair, and this is like it's kind of flipped under too. So I guess like it falls. I don't know. If I was to straighten it, it'd probably be like bra length, bra strap length. Okay, that was real difficult to say. But maybe for my birthday I'll straighten it, or the next birthday, maybe for my 45th birthday, I'll straighten it, and see what it looks like, and hopefully, you know, my size is kind of caught up with the rest of my hair. But yeah, you know, graying is it ain't for the weak. I tell you that. It's definitely a struggle, unless you just, you know, just dyed your hair gray just to be gray. And I've also thought about doing that. It's just because I'm salt and pepper. So I've thought about, like, you know, pulling out and dye more gray, but I don't want the damage. So I'm just gonna let it do what it do, and work with it, figure out how to love myself at this stage. Anyway, bunch of rambling going on 14 minutes. So this is Life with Nick. I hope to talk to you guys again very, very soon. God bless, and see you later.